Before I begin the tour around Charlotte, I want to say this. I want to give a special shout out to all the realtors out there, specifically in Charlotte. So I know and I see that some of you all look at my videos, and I hope that I inspire you all. I understand that, you know, this is your lane, you know, and I'm not a realtor. I'm just a, you know, common dude that just wants to help people. And I form my own lane. You know, I have an unorthodox style that you all can't kind of like do because you're signed to contracts and everything. So I can give my overall experience and opinion on things, whereas you can't. You have to stick to the script, and I understand that. You understand? So it's a thing where it's not like people are leaning more to my, you know, style or more to you all's. I think it's just balance. I think it's 50-50. I think the same people or persons that look at my videos, when they want to deal with the professional world, you know, as far as realtors that are licensed, I think that they look at you all's videos as well. So what is the main objective? The main objective is to help people. And I truly believe that you all are sincere in trying to get people in the houses, trying to get people to Charlotte, you know, so that they can live out their dream. And I am as well. So for those that are new to the channel, you know, much respect. Let's begin. So I was inspired to do this video because I looked at a movie called American Skin. And it's like every time I see these black movies, the ending is harsh. You know, it's never to a point where you have the black knight or the black person that rides out in the dusk of dawn and he's the savior of the movie and he survived. It's never that. It's always a horrible, memorable, if I'm pronouncing that right, moment where that man or woman dies. And when I looked at American Skin and I saw the ending, I said to myself, and this next movie's coming up, I really wanted to see. I really wanted to see. It's called Judas and the Messiah. It's about Fred Hampton, Black Panther, Chicago. I really wanted to see that. But based on this movie that I saw, called American Skin, it's on Amazon Prime, I'm done. I'm done. And the reason why I'm done is because I've seen a shitload of videos, excuse me for cursing, a shitload of movies. And it's to the point where black people never make it out. Never. With the exception of Black Panther. And Black Panther's objective was to make sure that Wakanda was situated. But outside of Wakanda, he didn't care. Now, true indeed, he did build a boys' center, something like that, towards the end, and they were teaching them about the ship and all the rest of that stuff. So hopefully in part 2, you know, the Black Panther would end poverty in America. Hopefully in Black Panther part 2, that the black women and the black man and the black children are across the board in America, or just as well as around the world, are families again. And that all of the things that damaged that family, it was repaired. And I'd much rather see the Black Panthers do that than to see him fight another single one-person enemy. Because we all know that there's a lot of enemies that we have with dealing with the black race. It's not just one enemy, we have several. It's kind of like us against the world. And it's like, I'm going to be as real as possible. As real as raw as possible. It's like, I get DMs all the time from black people, right? Right? Every now and then I get some from Chinese and, outside of our race. And I'm more than welcome to help anybody that asks for my help, right? If I'm capable or able to do it, right? But I get these DMs, right, from black people all the time. What's Charlotte like? What's the job market like? What's dating like? What's this, right? But at the end of the day, black people never ask those concrete questions, a question, right? But we know in the back of our minds, we want to ask them. And that's how is race relations down in Charlotte. How was the racism down in Charlotte? What about police brutality? Do I have to worry about my children walking to school and getting shot by a racist cop or a Klan member? Because I'm from the North, and all I hear is about, when I hear about the South, all I hear about is Klan members, the KKK. You see, I want everybody to live out their dreams. These videos, a tour around Charlotte, and all of the videos that I've done about Charlotte, it's for everybody. But in specific, it's for black people. It's for black people. And the reason why it's for black people is because, I don't think you all realize this outside of the black race. We are really the only race that has to question where we live at. We're the only race that does that. Well, you know what, man, I can't stay in Long Island because such and such. Well, I can't stay in Forsyth County because it's such and such. Well, I can't stay in LA or this part of California because it's such and such. We're the only race. I'm not going to say the only race, but we're the ones that catch it really, really bad. Like, we cannot stay in certain neighborhoods. We can't stay in certain sides of town. And it hurts, but black people don't talk about that. Black people don't talk about that. But they want to express it. And this is the reason why, one of the reasons why, like a major reason why I do these videos. Because I want my people to feel safe. I want them to feel safe. I'm tired of my black people looking over their shoulders. I'm tired of another black man being shot and killed by police officers, or a woman, or a child, right? And this is what they say. They dictate to you how you were supposed to respond. So they acted in violence, but you're supposed to act in peace. They dictate to you how you're supposed to respond. They dictate to you how you're supposed to march, how you're supposed to protest, what you specifically need to say, how you're supposed to feel in a democracy, in a country that we say that it's a democracy. But we all know that there's underlying rules and laws and regulations that blacks have to follow, that black people know about, and police officers know about. But the vast majority of people don't know. They're oblivious to it. And at the end of the day, it's not their concern to know. So this is the reason why, the biggest reason why I do these videos, is because I want to see my black people healthy, laughing, having fun, being in the park with their children, going out to the clubs and going out to a date or just going out to eat, period, with their mothers and their fathers, and they make it back home safe. That's what I want to see. And I could be honest with you and say, yes, true indeed, Charlotte has had a bad past. I mean, when I was here, it was 2009, and then, I left and came back to, moved from Atlanta, moved back to Charlotte. So within the 9-year span, they've killed like 3 or 4 black people. But I truly believe that Charlotte is better than a lot of other places. I truly believe that the way that the Charlotteans reacted to police brutality is what made the city change. Because see, instead of black people tearing up their own shit, they went into Uptown and started tearing up white people's shit. They vandalized the Omni Hotel. They threw chairs and busted through windows and busted squad cars. It cost the city a lot of money. They held traffic for I know it was at least about an hour on Highway 85, which is a major highway. So it let Charlotte know that, hey, listen, these specific black people that's in this city that you call Charlotteans, they ain't having it. And I can tell you, ever since those murders has happened, after the fact, Charlotte has progressed. I've seen it. Period. Now, my man said, I forgot what video I did, but he said, hey, listen, keep your cameras out for CMPD. That's Charlotte Mecklenburg Police Department. So it's two things that I take out of this, right? Out of what he said. The first thing is this. We have to arm ourselves with cameras and not weaponry. So a cop gets to pull his gun out, and as he's shooting us, the only weapon that we have is us, we recording him shooting us, so it can be proof that he shot us for no reason, but we 6 feet under, he get to go home. And that's fair, right? And then the second thing is, I truly believe that you definitely need to make sure that you have your camera, with you at all times, your phone. But I can honestly tell you, man, cops, I've gotten behind cops in front of cops several times. I've actually passed cops. And I think in my personal opinion, and that's not right for them to do that, but I just think that in certain particular areas, if you're not in those particular areas, if you're minding your business and your insurance is straight, your license is straight, and you are a law-abiding citizen, I'm telling you, you're not going to have no problems in Charlotte with no cops. I've gotten stopped once. And the reason why I got stopped, you want me to tell you the reason? I got stopped on W.T. Harris Boulevard. First of all, I had fictitious license, a 30-day fictitious license plate on the car. My license was revoked. They had every right to stop me. And my inspection stick had expired. It expired. So they had every right to stop me. But now when cops get behind me, everything is legit. Car insurance up to par. We paid a couple months up on car insurance. License plate, everything is straight. But I can honestly tell you overall, I want to knock on wood somewhere, I've never had like a bad experience with cops. Even when I was in Atlanta and I got stopped like 3 times, I cooperated. And don't get it twisted. That doesn't always go right. Even though you're doing something right, it doesn't always go right. But most of the time, if you obey the law, because this is what I realized, right? I was Black Power when I was young, right? Oh, screw the pigs, down with this, down with that law, the New World Order, I ain't trying to hear that, blah, 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 right? I'm spewing that out as a youngin', right? Just because I read a couple books, one of them being Behold a Pale Horse, written by William Cooper, right? So I'm saying all that. I'm walking around with 10 boots. I got army fatigues. I don't know if y'all, you came up in the 90s. We used to wear fatigues, right? So it just dawned on me as I got older, when I used to get stopped, because I had little interactions with police officers, but I can honestly say it was my fault, right? But as I got older, I'm like, hold on. I can't win this fight. I can't win this fight because I'm outnumbered. So when a police officer stops you, guess what? He's trying to go home, you're trying to go home. Just do what he tells you to do. If he tells you to step out of the car, step out of the car. That plain and simple. Listen, we're living in a day and age where people are recording. Cameras are everywhere. So someone's going to record you. Someone's going to stop. Someone's going to slow down and see what's going on. Do what he tells you to do, and if he gets out of hand, 9 times out of 10, somebody's recording it. Take care of your battles. I learned this, right? The hard way. I've had my license revoked. I've had DWIs. I've had speeding tickets. I've had some of everything. When a cop stopped me, I'm telling you, they were in the right to stop me. Seriously, I've had weed on me, all that, right? What I've learned is you do not want to physically fight a cop, because you will die. They are trained. If their life is if they fear for their lives, they are trained to put you down until you are not moving anymore. So you know how you win your battles? You win them in court. I'm gonna say this and then I'm out. I got stopped one time. True story. Everything that I'm telling you is true. I got stopped one time, right? In Raleigh, I had 300 bootleg movies on me and 200 CDs on me, right? Cop took me out of the car. He searched the car illegally. I told him not to search it, but they got a warrant. But he was still trying to go through it, right? Anyway, make a long story short, they was on some shit like, yo, you know, you going under the jail, blah 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 blah. Who gave you these bootleg movies or whatever have you? And I wasn't saying nothing, right? So they wound up seeing. So at one point in time, I ain't ashamed to admit it. I used to stay in a hotel, like the extended stay joint, right? For a week. This is years ago. It's probably over 10 years ago, right? So I had one of those, those key cards, right? He saw it, so he wound up getting in contact with the desk. So I at that time I had, my girl and all that. I had the burners, the CD burners, all that stuff in the hotel room. So my sister, to make a long story short, my sister was behind me when I got stopped. So she was out there. And I was like, yo, call such and such and such. Tell them to get all of the stuff out. They raided my room. That's how deep it got. They raided my room over some bootleg movies and CDs, right? So make a long story short, they take me to Wake County, Raleigh. I go to jail, I get processed or whatever. I get bailed out. My girl and my friend, he winds up getting the money out of the bank and gives it to the bailman, the bail bondsman. I get out that night, right? So I go up, a couple days later, I go up to get a lawyer, right? So lo and behold, I see this little Jewish lady, white lady. I'm like, you know what? I'm seeing other lawyers, right? I said, you know what? I'm gonna put my bet on her. Sat down with her, she looked, you have an extended record. And what the officer's trying to do is combine the bootleg movies and the CDs together to make it a felony. But he can't do that because you didn't have over the amount in order for it to be a felony on both ends, whether it's CDs, pirated CDs, or pirated bootleg movies, right? So she's like, you're just gonna have to give me 636. I'll get you out of it. Boom, gave it to her. Went to court, they threw it out. My point in making to you is you don't fight the fight on the streets. You fight it in the courtroom. Charlotte is safe to me, in my opinion. We've had our ups and downs just like anyone else. So New Yorkers, please don't say I'm not gonna come down here because there's racism and police killing black people. Last time I recall, a man said, I can't breathe in New York. So this is America. And we're gonna have to try to do the best thing we can do until we can do better. And my name is Josiah Henson. I am a straight up Uncle Tom. And I'm trying to get you all to the Don settlement. I'm not gonna tell y'all exactly what I meant, what I just said. You're gonna have to research that. Other than that, I want you to like, comment, subscribe, definitely share this video.